Hi everyone, it's Patty from pspapercrafts. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to make a crossover gatefold card. These are fun cards to make, and I like having something kind of sticking up a little bit. So when you open it up, it opens two sides open. So this is a Merry Christmas card, and you kind of have to, feed it behind the little bear. But I love this little polar bear looking up at the star. Warm wishes. I made this using the Beary Cute stamp set, and I just fussy cut out of the paper. Let me get the paper. This is the paper. It's so fun and cute, and I just fussy cut the bear and some of the kind of iceberg pieces. It has a lot of fun patterns in here, and then the top piece is just the blue dark sky. So I used that. There is a punch that goes with this that I didn't use. I just really fussy cut it. And this is a kind of a horizontal card. The card we're going to make today will be vertical. So I'll give you all the measurements in a project sheet to make either way, whether you want it to be vertical or horizontal. For this card, we're going to use this paper and the Merriest trees set. These dies, these are called the Merriest trees dies, and they do cut out some of the trees, which is really cool. Let's see, so this one will cut out this, and I'm going to cut one of the trees out. I just don't know how big it's going to be. So they cut out, you can stamp and cut, or you can cut right out of the paper. And this paper is a great paper to get. Let me get my catalog so I could show you. In the mini catalog, we always have a Making a Difference product, and this paper is the product for this one. So they will Stampin' Up! For every pack of paper that's sold, they will donate $3 to support an organization dedicated to spreading cheer and providing support to those in need. So this paper is great. It coordinates with the dies that I just said, and also the bear can be cut out using the bear punch from the Beary Christmas. So it's really great products to have. And let's get started on our card. And you'll have to excuse me, I am getting over bronchitis. I've been coughing like crazy, and I'm hoping not to have a coughing fit. I feel a lot better. I was really down and out there for a while. I was just sleeping constantly, and I kind of got past that. So let's get started with our pieces. We have a piece of thick basic white, and this is our normal A2 card size. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, and then we're going to score it. And we're going to score it in two places to make the fun fold card. So we're going to score it at, so on the 8.5 side, we're going to do 2 1/8. So the 1/8 is the one between the quarter and the 2. So 2 1/8. And then you can go out to 6 3/8, but this kind of, I don't know, I have a hard time with it. So actually I can do it. You can go the 2 1/8 this way as well. Or you can go out here. So let's do 6 and what did I say? 3/8. So I'm going to go this way. I just find it a little bit hard. So 2 1/8. It's just the same on both sides. So it depends on how you want to do it. It just gets a little lost in here for me. So whatever works well for you, you do it. Okay. Then we're going to burnish our card base with our bone folder. And I feel like my edges are a little bit rough down here, so I'm just going to, must be an old piece before I changed my trimmer blade. So here we have the base of our card. Okay, and then I have all kinds of pieces here. These pieces I am going to use for the inside, so we're going to leave that alone. It's Pretty Peacock and Basic White. So we are going to get our pieces together, and I will have, again, all of the pieces on the project sheet. If you just click the button below here, you'll get that. And I love this paper. I think it's pretty, and I wanted to pick up the Pretty Peacock from there. So let's put these down. I love the other side too. These packs of paper are just so fun, and the bears are so cute. I'm glad that they have the polar bear, but then on this other paper they have the brown bear. So you have choices. Okay, so we'll just put these together, and I'm trying to figure out the size of the tree I want, because I am going to put a tree here. So let's get our dies and kind of look to see what size would be best, and then we can cut that right out of the designer series paper. I could stamp it, but I'm going to just cut it. Okay, so do we want this size? Let's do this size. I think that would be good. So these dies, I just want to tell you, if you have this set, you can stamp this over and over and over again, and you can cut it one time with this, and then cut the next layer with this, and then this, and then this. And then you take all your layers and you just create a tree like this. So all your papers, and then you can kind of turn it up if you wanted to. It just gives it a lot of neat depth, and you know, it's just pretty cool. So let's do this one. And I'm actually going to do this tree. I'm going to do this tree. I wanted to have the Pretty Peacock. So we're going to cut this one out. Let me get my die cutting machine. Put this all away. Okay, so I have my machine out, and I'm just going to cut this with my snips. Just kind of cut around, because I may want to punch out that bear at another time. So I don't really want to cut it with my trimmer. And then we can just put this right like this. And I do need to switch up my plates a little bit, because I'm really pushing it with this plate. What I do is I keep one plate as my top plate, and then when this is really bad, I make this my bottom plate and get a new clean top plate. So I'm just going to get a piece of my Post-it tape and make sure this is just where I want it. Looks a little bit off on the bottom, but I think it's okay. There we go. We'll put our top plate on. And just run it through. And let's put this aside. Okay, so now we have our tree. Let's put this back there, and let's keep going. So we are going to put this here. And then I think I want a sentiment up there. So let's figure out our sentiment. I'm going to do this on the inside. Let's do this one. So I'm going to mount it, and we'll use Pretty Peacock ink just to keep going with the Pretty Peacock. So I have my Pretty Peacock ink, and I have a strip. It is 3/4 of an inch. So let's just use that. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Get everything nice and straight. Okay, that looks good. And let's punch the ends to make it a banner punch. So I have my banners pick a punch, and you can either do the banner or the point. And I think we'll do the banner. So we're just going to feed this in. Make sure it's pretty even here. And then we'll just snip off the edge and feed in the other side. I love this punch. You can fussy cut it too, you know, just punch it. You know how you cut up the middle and cut either side. I have a hard time with that, so I always use my punch. My trusty little punch. So we'll put that up there. Isn't that cute? Kind of different colors. So let's put our pieces down, and then we'll add these. So the first thing we want to do is adhere just the sides. We don't want to adhere it straight across, okay? So we are going to just put glue over here, or whatever adhesive you want to use. And I always kind of put my hand, so I only put it where it's supposed to go to help me kind of gauge how far over. And this glue is very strong, so you don't need a ton of it. So we're going to just put it, just make sure it looks lined up top to bottom. Okay, and then we're going to do the opposite here. We want to have it on this side. And I think you could do either side, you know, just do the opposite sides, whatever way you want it to open. I don't think it matters, you know, whether it opens this way or that way. I don't think it matters. Maybe there's a rule for that, but for me, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then let's put this on. I kind of don't like the way this bottom came out, but that's okay. Let's put this on. Again, we don't want it up here. We only want down here. So let's put some dimensionals. Just on the bottom. Isn't the back of that fun too? Okay, so let's put this, take the backings off. So such an easy card, and I think they're fun. It's always fun to do a fun fold. So these fun folds that I do on Fridays are from my my inspiration calendar. And anyone who subscribes to my email list, I send it out every month. And then I try to do like the color combo. I do a weekly color combo. I do card sketches, and I do a fun fold. But I think for November, what I decided is on Fridays, I'm going to do gift card holders. Because I think at this time of the year, we all need a lot of gift card holders. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do. So it is a little bit rough opening it, but I think it opens fine. And you just have to kind of feed it back there. But I think that's really cute. Okay, so let's see. We want to do the inside, and I'm trying to think of what kind of bling we want to put on the outside. So let's do the inside first. So we're going to use the We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Sorry, I don't have them mounted. I usually have them mounted, but I'm kind of winging it as we go. So, and I'm thinking maybe we want a strip of this paper at the bottom. So I think I'm just going to stamp the inside and not do anything else. I feel like if I added this strip of paper, it would cut off too much of the trees. So I'm just going to add this Christmas tree. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And I mean, I could do some presents or something, but I think that's good. So I am happy with that. So we're going to put this down right on this pretty peacock piece. And then we'll put that in the card. And the card is done. Except for the bling. Gotta add the bling, right? We'll do that after this. So let's just put this in. Usually I just do one layer on the inside, but I thought that it would be good to have the pretty peacock. So let's just open this up, because it's very white, right? We wish you a Merry Christmas. All right, so then we can close this up. And let me get some bling. So I think what I'll do is the adhesive back star trinkets, and that's what I used on this one. I think I'm going to put that right on the top of the tree. Let's see how that looks. The big one. Put it right up here. Now we don't want it to stick behind, but I think that's pretty, right? Okay, so these are the two cards. The horizontal one, Warm Wishes. And then the vertical one, Hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. We wish you a Merry Christmas. So give it a try. I think it's a fun card. You don't have to have it go up over if that bothers you. Whatever you want to do, just make it your own. And thanks for joining me, and come back next week. Thanks. Bye.